Alrighty, well, hi everybody, and cast time once again. And then this time yesterday's image or the image that I used for yesterday's cast video, I found out recently that that I thought came from Iron Cthulhu Apocalypse was actually it was actually gotten from another artist. I can't remember his name. Some Grew or something like that. But anyway, the thumbnail here is the same thing, from the same artist. If I can remember to, I'll post the link up in the description. So, but yeah, I don't think Iron Cthulhu Apocalypse is getting all their images. Um, Actually, now that I think about it, I would have actually gotten going on this sooner. Um, I had kind of a music identity crisis. I mean, trying to debating on what to play, but it's gonna get messy. Okay, but yeah, the Iron Cthulhu Apocalypse's latest one, Forever Haunted, Forever Sick, kind of interested me because apparently the artwork in that is AI generated, which I never thought that was possible. I know you can do it with music, but with art, I guess if you set like the certain parameters and stuff. But I was debating on playing the music from that and the music from an album I found recently, or it actually came out today, Aconia, Inner Sanctum. So I decided to just go ahead and play this instead. So, but anyway, but the background art, again, I Sam Grew. Can't pronounce the name, but like I said, if I can remember to, I'll I think I still have the Instagram link. I'll go ahead and post that up in the description. So, but potentially this is gonna be a very messy cast. Um, Towards the end, I kind of got in a hurry, adding stuff here and there. So, yeah, just get ready for some mistakes to be made. And I gotta sound check this. Alright, I'll stay close enough for right now. Oh, and also I forgot to mention this is gonna be a fairly low key video. I didn't do a whole lot. I added some extra stuff, or added some fluff, mainly just to keep this from being a gaming only video. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and get started. But yeah, for today's stream, once again, it was Dicey Dungeons, and I managed to, I think I completed like one or two quests. Or yeah, one or two storylines, for lack of a better word. But once I started getting into like I think it's like the last quest, you have to unlock a class called the Witch, purple dice. I mean, heck, now that I think about it, I don't think I even completed it. Yeah, it just hit me. So, I kind of misread the requirements. Like, in order to unlock the additional episodes, aka the higher difficulties, I thought you had to complete the quest on all 5 of the basic characters, but apparently not. You just had to have played them. So I'm gonna take a drink of some Arizona green tea. Hold on. But but after unlocking that 5th character, there's supposed to be another character after that called the Frog, but I tried looking for them in the game, but I couldn't access them or couldn't find them. So what I went ahead and did instead is oh, Jester. That was supposed to be another character I was supposed to unlock, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in order to access him, but I'll probably just have to keep playing and find out. But anyway, so what I went ahead and did is I tried doing some of the more difficult episodes. Yeah, they're tougher. I mean, hell, and not to mention this time around, I was getting some serious Gems of War vibes. Like just I could be doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I could perform just flawlessly. But yet, my opponent could still roll all sixes. And yeah, I think on at least 2 occasions, that's exactly what happened. My opponents, they rolled all sixes. Boom, boom, boom. I ended up getting one shot or close to it. You know, and I'm sitting here, I'm trying everything I can to keep myself healed up, but nope. My opponent just kept getting the high rolls. Just boom, 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 boom. So I ended up failing like 2 or 3 attempts. So but yeah, Gems of War, I go through the same thing. You know, you could perform flawlessly in that game, and all of a sudden, your opponent starts getting all the breaks, and he ends up wiping out your whole team just like that, right out of nowhere. So, but yeah, I'm kind of getting the same problem with Dicey Dungeons. I mean, it's probably happened before, like yesterday and the day before, but I was just doing like the easier, simple runs, so it didn't really affect me that much. But like I said, these new episodes, they're harder, and never mind. I thought YouTube froze up on me again. No, new song. So, but kind of a quick recap. I unlocked all 5 of the basic characters. There's still a frog I have to play, and there's still a jester. I gotta access him yet. I don't know what you have to do to get to him. So I have to keep playing. And then for Pinball FX3, it's a new week, it's a new matchup week, and this time around the tables are a lot better. I mean, granted, they're not the greatest for a weekly matchup, but they're a lot better than what I've been getting. I know Aliens is it's hard, yet it isn't. The Aliens table is a very combo-friendly table. It's pretty easy to get. It's pretty easy to do combo shots on there. So you combine that with the double score boost. Use that at the right time, and if you can maintain that combo for a long time, you'll beat the high score. I'm gonna take another drink real quick. And then El Dorado, kind of the same thing. I think that table there, it's all about the left ramp. Keep continuously making that, and you'll start getting a big score. If you can't hit it for whatever reason, there's like I guess it's a right ramp, kind of hard to explain. But yeah, it's the ramps, the left ramp and the right ramp. Just okay. I just remember there's a left ramp, the one you always want to get. There's a center ramp, nice to get, but due to the entrance of that center ramp is just barely the width of a ball. So you basically need supreme marksmanship, something which I don't have, in order to get that center shot. And then there's the right ramp. It's pretty forgiving. So basically, alternate the left and right ramps. Eventually, you'll beat the high score. ET. I think with that there, it's one of those not as conducive. You have to start a mode, and then you have to complete that mode using a double score boost at just the right time. And it's got some really wide ramps, or I mean loops. I mean, it's got some really long loops, and if you how can I explain this? You basically, to hit these loops most effectively, the ball already has to be traveling down to a flipper pretty quick, because you don't want that ball losing speed just before you flip it, because otherwise that ball is going to have a heck of a time going all the way around a loop. It's one of those where you don't want the ball getting stuck in the bumpers. The bumpers don't do diddly squat for points. Aliens and El Dorado, now that I think about it, they're the same thing. You don't want the ball getting stuck in the bumpers on those tables. It'll eat up a lot of time. And there's times I've had to intentionally induce a tilt just to stop the bumpers from bumping and get the ball down the drain. Just as kind of a reset. Moon Knight, that's another it's a fairly conducive table for weekly matchups. Most of the shots on there, they're not very difficult to make, so I think you could do you can do combos fairly easy on that. You can also do you can start modes again fairly easy, so it's not real hard to time your double score boost just before you get the big payout. But yeah, first day, I'm actually pretty stable. I think I'm stable enough to last the entire week, but I still might have to check back here every so often. But yeah, I got off to a good start though. And then Pinball Arcade. Oh, and it also needs to be said about these two games. I mean, as is obvious, they didn't crash. But secondly, no input lag. So all mistakes on here are purely my fault. So just bad timing, bad flips, etc. So that being said, Pinball Arcade, 90% of that session I totally sucked ass. Just couldn't get anything going. Constantly missing, just bad shooting, bad decisions. All up until I got to the Ghostbuster table, where I totally kicked butt on that. I beat my personal high score. I think my best score, I had just barely made it into the top 5. This time around, I made it to 3rd place. So yeah, I did excellent. In fact, I think it's the wizard mode. I might have to double check to confirm this, but there's a mode in Ghostbusters called "We Came, We Saw, We Kicked Its Beep." 2 times I made it to that mode, but like I said, I think that's the wizard mode, and 2 times I made it there. So, but yeah, like I said, the best I've done on that table in a long time. And then it also needs to be said too, I did upload this video to YouTube. Now, for those of you that haven't checked out that video, I'll go ahead and say it here. At the very beginning, or the way it should have been, at the very beginning of that table, and at the very end of that table, there's gonna be no music, possibly no sound at all. They might be totally silent. YouTube, they flagged my video for copyright because the Ghostbusters theme, it's copyright. And then I think at the very end of the table, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! It's copyrighted. I mean, hell, just me saying that alone might get this video copyrighted. Oops. But anyway, but yeah, the very beginning and the very end, it should be, at the very least, the in-game music, it should be silenced around that part. So just to give people a heads up, if not, if something's really, really wrong with that video, or God forbid, if ads are put on that video, please let me know. Then I'll probably have to make a decision. I think I have it uploaded to Twitch, which there shouldn't be any problems on Twitch. But but like I said, if there is a problem on the YouTube video, let me know. I'll give you the link to the Twitch version. But anyway, that's that on that. And then this one here, kind of a quickie dicky add-on. It also got me to thinking. You know, I don't think in all this time that I've been doing cast videos, I don't think I've ever done commentary on message boards. Back when I was playing consistently in Final Fantasy 14, I've actually done commentary videos on forums and forum threads and stuff like that. Well, D&D Beyond, I actually did a couple, posted it here a couple times, but this is something that I might start doing. Like I said, I don't recall ever doing this on a cast video, so, but it might be a first. But I'm not gonna go into it now. But like I said, I might start doing something like this in the future. But yeah, D&D Beyond forums, I actually kind of like this. Let me go over here. I mean, well, for one, I don't know if you guys can see it, but for one, they let me use my name, Joe Schmo. All they ask is you put an underscore between the, I mean, it doesn't allow spaces, which kind of irks me, but on the upside, or as an alternative, you can use underscores, so at least you can do that. I mean, some of these other message boards kind of pisses me off, like no spaces, no dashes, no underscores, no nothing. I mean, it's 2022, not 1995. Okay, back then, you know, the technology and the coding and all that probably wasn't there. So I kind of understand it, but I mean, in my mind these days, if you can't at least allow underscores in your names, to me that's unforgivable. And a lot of times it's an instant pass. Like, yeah, I've actually created accounts on forums, but when it says spaces not allowed, or spaces or underscores not allowed, I'm gone. Like, you know, as picky as that might sound, but this is a name that I'm gonna be carrying with me, you know, basically forever, throughout all these other, you know, all my posts, all my goings on and stuff. You know, the name is Joe Schmo, not Joe Schmo. You know, so it just doesn't make any, it just, again, in this day and age, you ought to be able to at least allow underscores in your names. So, but that's one good thing about at least this forum in particular, D&D Beyond. Final Fantasy 14 is another one. You can have spaces in your names. Back when I played WoW, can't remember the names of the forums that I've been on, but the best ones allow spaces in usernames. And then for the actual forum post, one other thing I like is you can have images, links. This is also one of the reasons why I've been posting Final Fantasy 14 Lodestone blogs for so many years, is because you could do so much on there. I'm hoping you guys can see this. Yeah, I have no way of knowing. Here, I'll do that. Yep, you guys can see it. You know, so you can post, you can embed YouTube videos on this. Nice little touch. This Magic the Gathering kind of has this too. You can do, you can post up, you know, Magic the Gathering cards. You can post up mana colors and stuff like that. 1d20. But I guess one big drawback that I'm seeing right now that this doesn't seem to have is being able to preview your posts. Very important. So yeah, again, you can add links to this. You can insert images. You can even do it with GIFs. A huge plus right there. I've seen a few forums that allow images, but don't allow GIFs. Like if you try to post up a GIF, it just comes up as a still image. And I'm gonna take another drink. Alright, I gotta look at something. Alright. I gotta loop the music because I think it's gonna go a little over long. And I gotta... So yeah, but like I said, I guess you can even use different fonts, it seems. Okay, cool, you guys can see it. But yeah, you can change the font sizes. So, but like I said, this is... But yeah, like I said, the only drawback I see to these forums is you can't preview your posts. So, but aside from that, though, definitely gonna be on here more often. Oh, and another little sort of kind of requirement. I like being able to use my own avatar. Some of these other forums, you can't do that. You're stuck with the one they gave you, or you're stuck with this like small database. Now, unless that database is huge, you know, where you have a lot of options to choose from, then otherwise, no. I want to be able to use my own. And they should also have automatic resizing as well. I've had forums where, I've had forums where you can put in your own custom avatar, but you would have to actually go on your paint program, and you have to actually resize the image on your paint program to exactly the specifications that the forum says. Like the particular forum doesn't have resizing. You got to do that on your own. Otherwise, you can't use it. So, once again, it's 2022. To me, that something like this should be standard issue. So, I kind of lost my train of thought. Hold on. But otherwise, that's gonna do it for me, I think. I think I've said all the things that I wanted to say. So, oh, and one other thing I need to mention too. This is gonna be my last cast for the week. So, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, that's my work week. So I'll probably say this too during tomorrow's stream, but excuse me. But so that means Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'm usually pretty well beat up and tore up from work. So don't be surprised if I'm not streaming on those days. So there was something else I was wanting to say about that. I can't remember what. Other than, on one end, I sure wish I had my old schedule back from 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. because the schedule they're sticking me with now, because they're cutting hours, is pretty much unsustainable. I mean, now back when I had 8 p.m. to 7 a.m., it was less so. I mean, even that wasn't very sustainable. But now it's even worse. So, but yeah, like I said, that's gonna do it. So you won't be hearing from me again until Sunday morning. So, but otherwise, hey, thanks for tuning in and listening to me, everybody. I appreciate that. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now. Or I should say, see you Sunday.